Welcome back again. We're gonna get going right into things today. Just a heads up that the only thing we really need is a wall, okay? We're gonna do a lot of a movement called a wall slide and some variations of wall slides. That's the only part where, as you're watching the video, you might not be able to see what's going on as best as possible. I'll do my best to articulate what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to feel when we get there. Okay, we're gonna get going here with one of my all-time favorite movements. I've done it many times, the one-legged good morning. Huge for hip health and creating a strong spine as well. So with your right foot flat on the floor, 90% of weight on your right foot. Left heel is off the floor. You got 10%, 5%, whatever you want there. You're gonna hinge just like we've done many times in a good morning fashion. Reaching your hips backwards in space, pushing them backwards. Finding a nice stretch in your hamstrings, keeping a flat back, long chest, long head position, okay? We're doing an arbitrary 8 to 12 reps. Anywhere in that range is where I want to be today. So if you're moving a little bit slower or faster, all good. Now, I want to challenge those who are more flexible. Get 2% of weight on this big toe only, okay? Those same people, I want this knee really straight, okay? Maybe some of those people, that foot is off the floor as we hinge up and down. Okay, next rep, let's add a 10-second pause and hold there. Knee straight, knee bent, 80-20, 10-90, whatever's right for you. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Other side. Okay, same thing. Find what you think is going to be good for you today. Now, if you're kind of in the unknown ranges, say you're comfortable here, but say you're not like able to take your assisting leg completely off the floor, your goal is to at some point add a couple reps without that assistance. So we're doing 8 to 12 reps. Maybe you do an experimental rep, hand on a wall. You hinge to like a 45 and stand tall. Not so bad. Keep going with whatever variation you're doing, by the way. You go a little lower. And then you do a few more reps like this. And over time, you do a whole set of 10 or 12 with that leg elevated, and you'll improve that way. Let's hold 10 seconds. Excuse me. Nice. Breathing. Okay. Reaching hip backwards for another 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to our first wall slide variation. We're going to just do standing, pretty simple, standard. What we want to think about is trying to touch every part of our wrist, knuckle, forearm, and bicep onto the wall. So as I go back here, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. Feet are a little bit distance from the wall. Put your hands on the wall. You can see that my elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Okay? Try and touch fingertips. Try and touch wrist, knuckles, forearms, and biceps to the wall. Okay? Triceps. If you're popped off a little bit, that's okay. Okay? If you're feeling like you're coming off, just do your best. Okay? Now, holding all of that pressure on the wall as best you can, you're going to reach your arms up a couple inches, back down a couple inches, and repeat a few times here. You can see that my forearms are vertical. Okay? I don't want them to shoot outwards or turn inwards excessively. If you're flexible and you want to go higher, you can do that, but for our goal today, it's just a couple inches up and down. Nice. So again, knuckles, forearms, wrists, all that's on the wall as we go up and down. Let's relax. And so we should feel something like burning in the mid-shoulder blades as we pull our shoulder blades backwards to hold that position. Give yourself a little bit of a shaky shake. We're going to go to active groiner next. On the floor. Half lunge, I have my left leg forwards. If this is tough, I want you doing a half kneeling hip flexor stretch like this for repetitions, while everyone else with me gets set up into groiner. Back leg up, hands on the floor. They could be on the instep like this or here. And now for 10 reps, well, I should say 8 to 12 reps, we're gonna raise that back knee off the floor up and down. I personally really like this right here, the instep variation, because I have no stress on my fingers. I got comfortable weight on my arms and my forward foot. And as we go down and up a few more times with this back knee, okay, breathing, hanging on. Next rep, let's hold the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, keep that back knee long and high, 4, 3, 2, gently relax on out. Again, a little bit too tough. Work on just a kneeling hip flexor stretch, something on the floor for your knee. Otherwise, hands on the instep, gently, slowly raise that back knee. If you need to move slower than me, move slower. Maybe in the time it takes me to get 12 reps, you do 6 or 7. That's fine. Let's get about 4 or 5 more. Feeling the hips working, burning. All good. Hang on. This is tough, I know. But the body needs a tough stimulus if it's going to change. Hold that next rep for 8, 7. Back knee long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently make your way out any way you want to. Okay, round 2 wall slides. We're going to do it sitting on the floor. You're going to attempt to sit yourself in an L position. Here's the wall. Your legs are going to be flat, and your spine is going to be flat against the wall vertically. Now that we've done the first of the wall slides, try and focus on pulling your shoulder blades together, okay? And holding that pulled in together position while you go up and down. Check. I know I'm going to be far away, might not be the best to see, but I think that'll make sense. So sit, really scoot your bum nice and close to your corner so you're tall and supported. Okay? Some of you will find this position easier. Some of you are going to find this position way harder. Everyone's a little bit different. Take a moment, breathe. If it's uncomfortable, sit a little bit further. Maybe stand again if you need to. Do the standing option. Fingertips, knuckles, wrists, forearms on the wall. Reach up a couple inches. Reach down a couple inches. Note when I'm coming down, I'm not going super low. My elbows are kind of pointing outwards to the sides. They're not pointing down to the floor excessively. About 5 more wall slides. Press your shoulder blades inwards like we practice. Squeeze them together. And then move the arms up and down. We'll do 3 more times. Whew. Hello, shoulders. Last one, up and down. Really nice. Okay, come on out. Come on up. Everything's starting to come alive now with our one-legged good morning, our active groiner, 2 sets of wall slides. All right, we're going to go now into a newer movement for the flexibility series. We call this horse sit, okay, like the animal horse. We call that because we're going to have really wide legs, as if you're riding a horse, which is a large, girthy animal. Okay, I want your feet fairly wide, and I want your toes pointing outwards prominently, okay? We're going to do a squat. We're going to bend down, but I want you to keep your chest as vertical as you can. Your knees are going to track in the same direction as your toes. Let's begin. Go slow. Knees are moving in the direction of your toes, okay? And you're going to squat to any point you feel comfortable. Maybe it's like just a couple degrees of hip and knee bending. That's fine. If you're comfortable, you're going to sit a little bit lower. But this position is the same, okay? We're going to hold for 15 more seconds because this is a little bit gnarly. Knees are moving out over the toes, okay? Not collapsing inwards. If helpful, think about driving them backwards like so. Hands out for balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Little break. We're going to do a second set. We have 3 today for a horse sit. That was kind of probe, experimental. As we go into our next round, I don't really want it to change. I don't want it to be that much harder, if at all. The same intensity. If you're more flexible, challenge yourself. Sit super low, go wider. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you're newer to horse sit, same intensity. Start to sit, chest is tall, spine is vertical, knees are moving in the same direction as the toes. We're going to hold here for 20 seconds starting now. Hands in front for balance if you need to. Make sure you're not feeling your spine. Should be hips, big time hips for 10 seconds. Holding. Woo. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push on up. Come on out gently however you need to. Now we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to go back to wall slides. Okay. we're gonna do an in-between option of what we did before. So we're not gonna stand, we're not gonna sit, we're gonna be in like a quarter squat position, kind of like a wall sit that some of you might know. Take a few more seconds for your hips. If you need a little bit more time, pause the video, take a break. However, I'm gonna get set up with my feet, knees, and ankles in line. And then I'm gonna get to a position where my knees are quite a bit bent, okay? It's not the first standing variation. Okay, not a position that you're sweating though, like you could hold this no problem. Just a different position to do the wall slide. Shoulder blades pinching, pulling together, reaching up and down, doing 9 more. This is 2. 3, this is tough, this is uncomfortable, do less repetitions, okay? Do one of the prior variations. 5 more. Press wrists into the wall, press fingers, forearms, keep all that glued to the wall as we go up 1 more time. Up and down and relax. Legs are lively. I'm feeling the quads quite a bit. We're gonna do 1 more horse sit and then we're gonna move to the floor for a little spine drill and then finish the day with some wrist work because it's wrist week. Can you guys hear me breathing? I'm working. This isn't easy for me. Gonna inchworm my feet out, find my comfortable horse sit position. Okay, little bit of tension in the belly, just a little bit, so your back has got a little bit of support. Start to sit, keep that chest high, high, high. Timer's on for 20 seconds, wherever you want the hands to be. Drive the knees outwards, don't let them collapse in, or just press them over your toes. 10 seconds. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out strong. Really, really nice. Well done. We got through 3 sets of horse stance, horse sit, horse hold. That was tough. Couple easy thread the needles now to kind of transition to our wrist work. Recall the straight arm thread the needle. This arm's gonna be hereabouts. I'm gonna take my free hand. I'm gonna weave it through my knee and my wrist. And I'm gonna gently try and get fingertip, knuckle, forearm, wrist, elbow, bicep, shoulder, if I can, on the floor. We're gonna hold this for a few more seconds. Come on up, gently, slowly. And now an equally long pause, rotating up towards the ceiling, and trying to feel that after those 30 wall slides we did, upper back, shoulder blades feel really nicely warm and mobile. They feel a little bit more supple. Okay? I'm feeling good here in this position. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Hand in and through. But a 10, 12 second, 15 second pause just to relax and chill down here. So enjoy that. If it's too tough to go all the way, right? Don't put the shoulder on the floor like this. Keep the shoulder off. If I can, I place it down and hold. 3, 2, 1. Slowly ease out. Rotate up. Oh yeah. This side's my gummy side. This side I never feel quite as good on, but after all those wall slides, feels really nice right now. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna wrap up with some wrist stuff. I've already given disclaimers. I'm a broken record, but be gentle. If you're super strong, you wanna show it off to your dog, okay, girlfriend, do it. First thing I want us to do is a fingertip support position. So you would start here, fingertips on the floor. Just like so. Come a little bit closer with the camera. Okay? There's like 2% load on my fingers right now. It's very gentle. Stay there if you need to. That's not bad. Go a little bit further out, and you would load the hands by putting the chest on top of them. You don't have to if you feel comfortable. Maybe that's good for you, okay? Shake it out a little bit. Rejoin us in a few more seconds. If that's not bad, I'm now gonna walk my knees backwards. Okay? That's not bad, gonna lift one knee. If that's not bad, I'm gonna do a plank, okay? But we're just about done because we're just doing a couple seconds of wrist work, so relax out. Wherever you wanted to be, that was gentle and comfortable there. Next, we're gonna do a wrist rock. You need carpet, you need matting, you need a yoga mat, something comfortable for this one. Make fists, Thumbs are right here, okay? They're not gonna be in your fist. Really close with the knees to make it gentle. I'm gonna softly push my wrists forward, see this? And then I'm gonna rock them backwards, and I'm also gonna bend the elbows 5 degrees. Repeat. Wrist rock forwards, really softly, really gently. Wrist rock backwards, 5 degrees, okay? Now, just like the fingertip load, if that's not bad, go a little deeper, okay? 20 degrees, 40 degrees. Also, okay, a little more advanced, you would move the knees backwards so that as you load your wrists back and forth, they're getting more stimulus. One more rep, just easy. Good. Okay, nice shaky shake. Again, hope you took it gentle if you're not used to that kind of stuff. Let's finish off here with some corkscrews. We did this in the first series, which is going to be very gently, taking my elbows here, rotating them in, rotating them out, okay? Or outwards and inwards if you see it a little bit differently. Doing about 10 reps, okay? I have load on my wrist though. I'm leaning on top of my wrists. Less load, chest is backwards of the wrists, more gentle. 4 or 5 more. Let's do one more together, please, friends. Good. That's all. Have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you again next time.